We are going to jump into this. We are going to go talk to the Ascalon Club, and we are going to... That car looks freakishly long. And we are going to hopefully not die during our little political endeavors. So that'll be fun, I think. I just hope we don't die. Quarantine, contagious, yada yada yodel yodel yodel.
It's locked, all right.
So intrigued. I love the story of this game so much. So much fun. It's like there's a level of kind of concern.
Lively! It's onto us! No!
More econs.
Fuck, it's fast!
Dude, you guys barely did anything to that thing. Okay, I need to figure out where I need to go. Apparently I can't go this way, which is the immediate choice. So we'll have to go the other way.
You London vampires are so weak!
Okay, hold up. You need to take a chill pill. Giveth me thine blood. Nice try, but more fighting going on. Seems.
The Ascalon Club. The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Nope, not really. Alright, let's go have a taxi, shall we? Knock knock, who's there? Jimmy. Jimmy who? Jimmy Jonathan Reed is who I am. But you said your name was Jimmy. Well, you are incorrect, sir. I apologize for confusing you. Would you like some tea? Smelling it seems to be quite the vampire way of drinking it nowadays. That's the new norm, is to smell your tea, not drink it.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Oh boy. Oh joy. So much blood and death. Seems like there was a bit of...
quite a battle here.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Don't mind me, guys. I know that
I'm
you guys
sure
are supposed to
the
be...
Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Like I was about to say was that, you know, I hope you guys don't mind that I'm just, like, running around stealing everything from you guys. Because, I mean, like, you guys seem like you're pretty rich. And, that's, you know, I'm part-time doctor, part-time thief. In case you didn't know. So that is what I'm doing right now. Is being a part-time doctor and a part-time thief. Simple enough, right? Anything in here? No, there's a knight in shining armor. That's pretty cool. If I do say so myself. I apparently have already looted this place. Don't see anything over here. Hey man, I gotta make sure that everything has been gotten. All secrets found. Oh wow, dude. That guy's got his sideburns. That guy's got glasses. That painting's pretty cool. Ah, it's cool. Are there any things that I could steal? Like that? Ooh, a good dagger. You know what I could use this for? Stabbing people. Stabby stabby. Ha! Okay, let's stop with the stabby stabby. Just for now. With this, can I steal that sword, perhaps? No? What's in here? money. Oh, I got a key. I can go to the Ascalon Club basement now. Yeah, this is what happens when you let a strange doctor that likes to loot everything. Because I need materials for my solutions and potions and solutions and everything else that I kind of need. So because of that, oh, there's two people talking right there. I did not mean to do that. That was not what I wanted. Game.
Good evening.
That guy's hair makes him look like Two-Face. I am so very confused.
My good
Ashes.
friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him. Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the
I'm gonna get
Ascalon,
stabbed.
Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
I admire her. She is a close friend.
Yes, she is. I may even say I admire her probity and her kindness. She has helped me since I was reborn.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too
Yes.
prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
That's what I've been eating this past 2 episodes now. Hoo-hoo. Wow. Huh? What is
Why have you asked me here?
Because the crisis is escalating. Our enemies, the Guard of Priwen, have even launched an open hunt. The only way to calm things down is to put an end to the epidemic.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I don't.
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Oh, I don't have a choice? I have to? Okay.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What does membership imply?
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Have you any official recognition?
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
I guess I don't get a choice.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country.
Makes sense to me. Can we get tea and crumpets? Gotta have tea
My
and
fellow
crumpets.
members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
That's
Is he
me.
worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now.
Please don't
Will
make me
you
have to choose.
serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time
Things are about
to
to get
sign
kinky.
the Book of Allegiance.
Oh, okay.
I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
Should just stab myself with this quill. Write my name out. As I thought.
Delightful.
Creepy.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
Why do they all look the same? Too much work to make a different model for each character of a male vampire?
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Bearer.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not
Not
personally.
personally,
Called it.
but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
You were spying on me?
You were spying on me.
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed.
What do you do all day?
Until
Just sit
you
in the
put
building.
an end to his mission.
Who was Oh, I'm curious.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Ah, cool. Because he killed me at least twice during that incident.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scowls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scowls.
Skulls are malevolent? Malevolent? What?
Scowls are malevolent and disgusting.
That's not what I wanted to say.
I knew I was right to induct you, Dr. Reed. You would not dare lie to me on such a vital topic now, would you?
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate
I did
the
not
city
mean to say
thoroughly.
that.
I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town.
I was like, they are
absolute
kind of,
priority
most
is
of
to
them are.
find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club, and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Not all of them are evil, though. Hey, yo. Father.
Skulls have been spotted everywhere in London. We are losing this fight.
Yo, guys. Can I speak with any of you? Maybe the old man. Can I speak with you? Oh, yes, I can.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
I feel uneasy.
It's quite unsettling. As a doctor, I am more used to being the observer than the subject observed.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am a
That they do.
Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
Are you a club member?
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years. And will be until the day I die.
What can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member. And a dying one at that.
Are you sick?
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reed.
Not afraid of
Are
vampires?
you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
Is not the nature of this club a secret shared by only a privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
You asked for membership,
So
did
you
you not?
asked for membership.
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
Of course it is. Vampires are pretty cool, but also very scary.
What can you tell me about
I would not dare speak about.
I figured that was going to be the
Mr.
case.
Dawson? Of Dawson and Dawson. The wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
Money can't solve everything. That's... Can I end this conversation, please? Nope.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
Commitment. Situation in the West End?
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall.
Oh, he's Donald Trump's great-great-grandfather!
Available wall to isolate the deserving
Figured it out!
infected masses.
Small loan of $1 million! A wall! It's all coming together! It's unfair. It's efficient. It's dangerous.
But that would segregate the rich from the poor, would it not? It would be unjust.
Our only course of action must be to save England. And to save England, we have to make sacrifices.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs. And it needs it now.
Okay, glad that conversation's over with. That was annoying. Alright, let's go. Yo.
Good evening.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Ekons. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
I had no idea that she had a daughter. Why isn't her...
Do you need my med...
I am...
Why isn't her daughter a vampire, though? Curious.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Just stay safe, okay? Oh crap. Nope. 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 Okay, that's not good. Leave me alone, please. Leave me alone, please. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Well, game. Really didn't want to do that. That's kind of gross. That was nice and fun. Not really. Man, I hate those giant lion bear things, whatever they are. Aha! So interesting, so curious at the same time. It's very strange. Very strange. But we made it over to the quarantine area. There's only 2, right? Thank you, madam. No game. No. Out of the way. Get out of the way. Stop. What are you doing, game? Please don't do that to me. That is the worst thing that you can do to me. Oh, thank goodness I just gave myself that. Oh man, I haven't fought one of these things in a good while. I hate when I get cornered in video games. That is the worst. That's why I was freaking out there, because once I get cornered, the game just does not let you do anything whatsoever. Okay. That was fun. Still your tongue, wife. Remarkable pump action shotgun. 352. I gotta see this. 480 damage. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. She tricked me, I love you. They're having a domestic upstairs, that's for sure. They haven't a clue that I'm up here. Or in here. And that I can do that. Who in the world are the 2 people talking? I'm so confused. Okay, let's begin. Whoa, game, what are you doing, game? Why are you zooming in on him? Okay, thank you. That was weird. What the crap? I am so gonna die. Whoa, lady. Now I'm the one that's cornering you. Whoa, okay, that is unfair. I am stuck and you aren't even touching me. How does that make sense? Lady, you need to cool your tits, okay? Were they not, like, you know, skulls 2 seconds ago when they were arguing with each other? Okay, there we go. What? No, unfair. She was standing right there in the middle of trying to attack me. That is, I am not having that. You cannot do that to the game. How does she resist something like that? It's a stake. Thank you. Game. No. Okay. Thank you. Too far away. Did not mean to do that. That was not what I was trying to click. Hold up. No more hopping, please. Just freeze for a second. Thank you. Thank you for taking that moment of time.
I've never seen such a
There we go.
radical mutation. Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution?
Could be. Blood sample for analysis, maybe? That seemed to be your usual way of going about doing this. Yeah, they were totally, like, arguing with each other when we first got in here, and then they just, like, both went rogue. That was intense. I'm surprised I even managed to defeat them. Darling, thank you for your precious perfume and the fur coat. I can't wait to feel your hands on my shivering skin, for only you, my hero, can make me feeling that desired. Please, come back to me soon, for I'm dying to press my timid bosom to your chest again. Yes, my beloved, my precious, come back to me, and I promise you a night of eternal unbridled passion. Right now, I'm wearing nothing but your last gifts. Oh, yes, I'm burning for you, and I can't wait for you to share them up. Okay.
So the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher.
Who's Fletcher? Why does that name sound familiar? Why is everybody connected in England? Is it not that big of a city anymore during this time? I thought it was. I'm so confused. But we managed to survive that incident. That was nice and fun, and we nearly died. But we didn't. That was weird. Up here. In here. Aha! Reed's mansion? What? What? That's insane! That's super cool. What that is. did say that this was his house, but I didn't think that he would actually be there. Okay, let's see. Can I upgrade you? I can. Oh, we're so close. Let's see if we can upgrade this as well. We cannot. Not yet. Can we upgrade you? Remarkable pump action shotgun. Goes up to 480. We can get it to have increased damage dealt, decreased reloading time. My dear beloved
I remember.
My dear beloved John, when you received this letter, you will be 35 and I will be long gone. I feel a little silly writing you this first letter that you won't read for a few years. I struggled for a long time about how best to write you this, until I remember the puzzle and the riddles I invented for you when you were a boy. Oh, how you loved to solve those enigmas. Well, I found it would be a good idea to propose to you one final game. It will probably be less rewarding. No candies or exotic treasures for you if you decipher the game this time, but a greater treasure perhaps, the truth. This is my only attempt for you to explain why I chose to leave my family without an explanation. If you want to know why, simply play my little game. It's really up to you, my son. Rest assured that I love you. I promise my family was and still is everything to me. I remember the first time I held you and your sister in my arms. My treasure, my jewels, to see you grow up, play and laugh, filled my heart with joy every time I went back to your home. I could have killed to protect you, my son, my daughter, my wife, but fate found me in the end. I had to make a tough decision. The worst was to disappear without a word. I decided to do it anyway, and soon I'll be gone for good. I don't ask for forgiveness, but for understanding. If you want to know more, all you have to do is remember how happy we were back in those days. If you want to find the next message, think green grass and tall trees on sunny Sundays. From your affectionate father, Aubrey Reed.
Sunday walks in the park.
Huh. Huh. So I need... My mother's apparently up here. She's being suspicious. So I need to go onto the balcony.
It's locked, all right.
Mother, don't look out the window now. I'm spying on
Your
you.
father and I have spoken about your fiancé, Mary. We believe he'll be an honorable husband for you. We'll set a date for the marriage then. That way, I'm sure one of my children will give me grandchildren.
That's sad.
I understand your thirst for knowledge, Jonathan, and your father and I are proud of it. But you are not that young anymore, my son. When will I meet your soulmate? You can ascribe my romantic tendencies to my French origins if you want, Aubrey. But I'll never cease to believe in a match made in heaven, my beloved.
I really wish you could meet her, Mother. You would love her.
Who? What? Confusion? Yes? Don't you make that noise at me. I will stab you. Stable. This mansion needs to be healthy. Can I talk to you, Mom? Mother? Mother! What?
Mother. Good evening.
Jonathan! Is it you? Where have you been, my prodigal son?
I'm right here, Mother. I'm finally home.
Yes, but this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and now found. But where is your sister? Where is Mary?
Mary? She... she is gone, Mother.
I know she's gone. The question is, when will she return as you have? I miss my grandson so much. It's been days since their last visit.
She's healthy. Why would I kill her? I could totally do it, but why would I?
Do you really see Mary and Father? Do you also see me as one of the dead?
Yes. For many years, it was just a game. Since your father left us without a word, I took to the habit of speaking to him.
Yes, I remember. I sometimes spied on you and listened to you talking with Father in the garden. It made me so angry then. But it was just a game, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. But since then, my poor dead Mary visited me in my room. She led me to her grave, and there you were. I now know the dead can haunt us.
I'm so sorry. You did not deserve to endure this. Mary should never have done this to you.
That's true, my son. But you know what the worst part is? I liked it when Mary spoke in my head. Now she is silent, and it makes me so sad.
It's sad.
Should I leave you alone? Just ask, and I swear you'll never hear from me again.
Oh, no, Johnny. You're always welcome in this house. And one day, when I finally die, we'll all be together again. Just as Mary promised us.
So she thinks I'm a ghost.
Goodbye, Mother. Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
Super, super interesting.
Good
This is
evening,
my fun.
Avery.
Mr. Jonathan? I can't believe my own eyes. Oh, it's a miracle. We all thought you were... Oh, sir, your poor sister. What a tragedy.
I know, Avery. I know about my sister's murder.
Miss Reed expected you to return to assist with the funeral, right up until the last minute. Where have you been, Mr. Jonathan? We needed you here.
He's healthy as well.
I'm currently investigating sources of the epidemic in this part of town. Do you know anything useful?
Not really, except all the MacPherson's servants resigned a few days ago. They feared becoming infected, they said.
The MacPhersons? Where do they live?
I think it's a rich house near the railway bridge in...
I already did that one. Cool, thank you.
Goodbye.
Of course, Mr. Jonathan. But please return as soon as possible.
Okay, that is really weird. Oh, that's why. Okay, well, we finally spoke to our mother, who assumes that we are just ghosts. We talked to the other guy that is very confused, and we have destroyed one of the vampire housing things. So what we're gonna do now is destroy the second one. And then we will end this episode because I am tired. That is not what I wanted you to do.
Despicable.
Okay, thank you. This is quite a assistant.
This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
That's good to know. Sorry to loot your house, ma'am. But, duty calls. I don't see any corpses or, you know, undead floating around here. So I'm very confused. Am I not supposed to fight or anything? Or was me fighting those guards, the... Oh no, there they are.
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture.
I wonder why. Wonder why. So very curious. I like the subtle detail about the sister and her killing everybody. Like, it was like, oh yeah, I thought it was the skulls. It must have been other different vampires. And then all of a sudden she appears and you're like, oh.
This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
Possibly. Alright, I am ready for a fight if I have to. Hopefully I won't have to. This guy's still alive. Jump scare. 3, 2, 1. Called it.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent.
Okay, driven by rage. That's what happens apparently. It's going crazy on her. This doesn't do much damage. But I'll do it anyways. Give me a second. Recuperate myself. You know, I've done worse fights. Freeze! Good girl. What? Okay, that was unexpected. They mocked me. Blah, blah, blah. Dear Elsa, it's with greatest joy that I confirm that with this letter, your acceptance as a private student into my acting school. The little scene you had the kindness to perform for me last week convinced me that you have what it takes to be a real actress. Wit, stature, and courage. As a private student, you'll receive my personal training and coaching. During these intense sessions, you'll be invited to stay at the school, since I strongly believe in total immersion to expose the full potential of my students. So please remember to bring night attire and anything you may need to spend a week at my school. Yours sincerely, Doris Fletcher.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
I just read that. You know, considering how much stuff I've been picking up, it's not all that bad. No. I was not trying to do that. I was trying to open this. Thank you. Okay, where to now? Doris Fletcher Acting School, apparently. But first... They're dead. It's not like they're gonna need it. Man, I have a really dark way of thinking about things, don't I? Like, even in Selma, I was just killing everything.
Seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
Because she was also the very person that the one guy was having an affair with. Interesting. Juicy things coming along here, aren't there? We will have to continue this in the next episode, though, because I am absolutely exhausted. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode of Vampyr, remember to smack that like button, like somebody that just insulted your scowl, because those things are not really adorable, but you know what? What are you gonna do? Oh, I can't do that. Okay. Remember to stay awesome, and I will see all of your beautiful faces in the next video. Au revoir.